You can use repeated multiplication to simplify an expression like 4m to the 1/2 power raised to the third power. 4m to the 1/2 power raised to the third is the same thing as 4m to the 1/2 times 4m to the 1/2 times 4m to the 1/2. Breaking this into similar components or elements, we can write that as 4 times 4 times 4 times m to the 1/2 times m to the 1/2 times m to the 1/2, and that's 4 cubed times m to the 3/2. And that's 64 times m to the 3/2. You should notice that 4m to the 1/2 raised to the third equals 4 to the third m to the 3/2. This example illustrates another property of exponents, and something of a shortcut we can use instead of expanding the expression before simplifying. Another property, raising a product to a power. In words, to raise a product to a power, raise each factor to the power and multiply. Demonstrated using algebra, a times b raised to the n power being equivalent to a to the n times b to the n, where a does not equal 0 and b does not equal 0, and n is a rational number. Problem 3. Simplifying a product raised to a power. This one's multiple choice, and it asks which expression represents the area of the square. Our choices are 10x to the third, 5x to the sixth, 25x to the fifth, or 25x to the sixth. Well, here's a square. We know in a square that all four sides are congruent, all four angles are congruent and measure 90 degrees, so they're all right angles. Here we have side length labeled 5x cubed. Remember, to find the area of a square, we multiply side length times side length, or side length squared. In this problem, we'll write 5x cubed squared, and rewrite that as 5 squared times x cubed squared, raising each factor to the second power. Again, we can think of that almost as distributing the exponent 2 to both the 5 and the x cubed inside the parentheses. That's 5 squared times x to the 6th, which equals 25x to the 6th power. So the correct answer is D. Your turn. Part A. What is the simplified form of 7m to the 9th power raised to the 3rd power? Part B. How about the simplified form of 2z raised to the negative 4th power? And C. The simplified form of 3g to the 4th power, all raised to the negative 2 power.